Hey guys, this is Robert with FabTech Solutions. Today we're going to be doing some preventive maintenance on this Piranha press brake. This one, a little more involved, but you'll be able to see everything that I'm doing. So first things first, look around the machine, see if there's anything leaking, if there is anything out of the ordinary. There is a leak right up there at the top. Looks like it was from just getting overfilled. Turn our previous machine off. Make sure everything's all turned off. It is. Leave it better if you found it. This machine over here. Power machine on. Make sure your e-stop's pulled out. Waiting on your controller to turn on. So this one, Dell control. That's the DA58T. This one, DAC360. This is an older controller than that guy. This one, touchscreen. You have all the different parameters you can adjust. But first, we have to start the machine. So, this is in particular, your pump button. Okay, power on. Started. Machine is on. We will hit the start button. Here on top. Ram goes up. Your back gauge back there will go back. It'll go up and down. We'll back here so we can see it. It'll come back. It'll go up and down. It's R axis. Goes back forward. It's where you have it set. These are a little bit more complicated than a shear, but I found a handy dandy pointer instead of using my laser. So we will actuate this machine. See if it can come down. You have your Y axis right here. That is your RAM up and down right here. You have Y1, Y2. Your X axis is your back gauge back here going backwards and forwards. Your R axis is your back gauge going up and down, plus and minus. Some press brakes have these fingers right here will automatically come out and in. You can set it to different place. You can have one go in this way, one go in this way, but this one does not have that feature. So we'll see if this guy will come down. And it does. Hit it again. Everything working as it should. We're checking your tooling condition right here. Going through and making sure there is no burrs, there's no chips. Now, with this being a welding school, you have to remember this tooling gets used and abused all the time. You can see right here, never stick your hands in here. You don't want this ram to come down and you lose a finger. That's why these warnings are right here. Tell you don't do that. So get down, you can look right here. There is a damaged part of the tooling. It's actually nice and flat. And it goes up just like that. So we'll note that in our report. Have your lasers right here. It's called ACAS. So these two holes right here will shoot a laser beam all the way across to this guy right here. If your lasers aren't aligned, it thinks that there is something in here, okay? There's something in here. This is not going to function. For instance, if I have my hand on top of this laser right here, and I hit the button, nothing's happening, right? I'm sitting here on trying to press the pedal, nothing's happening. Take my hand away. And it functions normally. These lasers also work for when you are testing it for somebody to stick their hand in here. So I'm gonna push the pedal, it's gonna come down, I'll stick my hand in front of the laser out here, not under this tooling right here, but out here. So, you're right there, I stopped. I'll let go. Keep pressing. And that's how you check your lasers. E-stop, same way. Well, not the same way. Just hit the button. Your motor should stop. Motor kicked off. Pull this back up. Very well. Hit the pump start button. Might be a reset button on here. I say that. You got your tools. So it seems like this has no power at the moment. Can't restart it. So we will turn the main power off. Turn it back on. Troubleshooting 101. Turn it off and back on. Turn the power back on. So you can actually see your R right there where it says R axis, up and down. See down there where it says your X, plus and minus, Y, plus and minus, Z. Back edge comes back. So check these stops, check the lasers, guard emergency systems. We check some of the tooling, the top tooling. We're gonna check the bottom tooling. We go through and you're gonna look inside this tooling. Make sure you don't see any damaged parts in there. This tooling is pretty clean. It's well maintained. Some of the models have a door switch right here. So you open the switch up, the machine turns off. All right, so check door switches, emergency stops, the lasers, emergency stop over there. We checked our top tooling, our bottom tooling. Now we're gonna go and check our X-axis right there. So your X-axis is right here. You can back and forth. Right now I have it set at 1 inch. Tape measure, you're on there halfway between the V-die, or on your point, so in between your V-die. Should be 1 inch. You ever take some calculations that the computer does? So at the moment I have it where this ram will come down. It'll pitch the material. With this, we'll slide backwards, get out of the way, go press through, we'll come back up. So we will do that. We'll come through. You'll see here in a second. That move back, this comes up. Back edge move forward again, where it retracted. Change all that. We're gonna change your X-axis right here. with 10 inches. Hit the go button. Move back. Should be at 10 inches right in the middle of that V-die right there. Little thing over here, 10 inches. See if I can get a better angle for y'all. You'll see the X-axis come back after your ram pinches the material. See your X-axis go back, go press through, come back up, your X-axis will come back forward. Just like that. So, change your X-axis. We can do the R-axis. We have your R-axis selected right here. We'll say it's going to go to 2 inches. We'll see your R-axis come up. Just like that. Set it back to 0. Comes down. So your R-axis is important for when you have a piece of material sitting in here that is angled up. So it's a piece of material in here, it is angled up, and you want to bend further inside of there. You want it to bend up again like this. So your R-axis will come up, the fingers will touch. It'll come here, your part will bend, your R-axis will come up to your part, and support it to where you can bend it again. This guy, whenever you turn this machine off, always turn it off when it is touching your tooling. Even better, get a block of wood, set it in here, and let your ram set down on top of that. That is going to save your seals inside your cylinders inside of there. It is going to save your tooling from your ram sitting on top of it. And it's going to save you money if you have to replace all that. There's no wood blocks of wood in here. They get pretty clean. So I'm just going to set it down on the tooling itself. So you're on tooling. We can now shut the machine off. Shut the machine off. And now I will meet you guys right there at the top of that tank up there. We're heading to the top. Careful when you get up here. So you have your oil fill level right here. I can already tell you it is very over full. Open that guy. I'll actually clean some of this while we're up here. We'll take our screws off here. Get all your screws. Don't lose any. Set them aside. Cap, same thing. We're gonna take this guy. Let him drain out. Take your rag, sit it over there, just to make sure you don't make more of a mess than what's already up here. The fluid level is about an inch from the top. That is very overfilled. If this machine was running every day, 8 hours a day, the oil inside of here will get hot. Now, when oil expands, it's eventually going to overflow. So we'll get this pumped out and we'll come back. All right, guys, I have my hose going over into my drum over there. Intake's coming through here, right into the hole right there. I have it clamped off right here, just so this will eventually get heavy, full of fluid. It's going to want to fall, make a mess everywhere. So we're not going to do that. We'll plug our pump up. We're gonna check inside of here. Look to see what's coming out. We're looking for a steady flow. Which we got the steady flow right there. A little bit of bubbles. There'll be air in the system. It'll even out. Now we got a steady flow of fluid, just like that. So we'll fill this barrel up. We'll get these buckets filled up, and we'll have to put new oil in it. Same thing with the other one, with the other shear that we were just working on. There is a drain plug right there. You need to use it. I've got the fancy pump, so I will use that. All right, guys. So got all the oil pumped out down there. I went ahead and changed the filter. Filter is right behind this panel right here. Easy way to tell. You have your pump right here, and then you have a connection line right here. Right on the other side of that connection line, there's a filter right inside of there. And so I went ahead and changed it. It's exactly the same as you saw on the shear right on the other side over there. And we have about 1 million buckets that we have to go through. All right, guys, we're back at top of the machine. We have the oil level at the proper level right here. What we're gonna do, we're gonna clean top of this off. The first one, we're gonna put the strainer back on. All right, put our cap back on. And we'll get the cleaning top of this guy. Just because nobody's gonna see this doesn't mean it's not important. Just clean up all your valves, solenoids, valve blocks, just give it a good wipe down. You have a dirty valve body, could be very difficult to find a leak if one does happen to pop up. Looking a whole lot better than it was. We're gonna call that kosher. I'll head back down. Don't forget to get your tools. Well, guys, that is how you PM a Piranha press brake. Not only do we do shears and press brakes, we also service things like bandsaws. I installed that plasma table a week ago. We service things like this Piranha ironworker sitting here. Anything metal fabrication, guys, you need done, call us. We'll get you handled. This is Robert with FabTech Solutions.